Our initial deployment was first to the IT department, particularly the admins, where we had shared credentials, but we also had what we assumed would be a lot of reused credentials, particularly across parts of our IT infrastructure. And it was difficult to see exactly what the severity of that was, but once we had Keeper up and running, we were able to use the built-in capability to assess password strength, password reuse across different users and different vaults to report on that. I've got hundreds of credentials stored within Keeper, and so do a lot of our employees. So for us it's becoming more and more critical, and the more it gets embedded within the organisation, the more difficult I think it would ever be, to run an IT department without it.
And the way I'm structured now with Keeper is fundamentally every website has its own particular password, which is nothing that I could recite to you here. I couldn't even tell you the password, which makes it safe in that regard because it's impossible to copy, it's impossible to mimic. And one breakdown of one security with one environment won't suddenly put me at risk anywhere else. And that level of detail has to be done not just in your personal life, but in your professional life as well. Because the exposure of what we do here, of our systems, is the most important bit in terms of keeping this as a running organisation.
Williams Racing is a high-performant, and highly ambitious and highly creative team, and during the calls with Keeper, we saw a lot of those attributes in the Keeper team as well, and I think it's really important for Williams and for the Doralton Group that the partnerships that we have reflect our core values, and without those, I think the partnership with Keeper wouldn't have come to fruition.
I've had the pleasure of using the product since we first really shook hands, and will continue to do so, I hope, for the rest of my life.